Alright, what's up, guys? So, hold on, let me make sure I'm like... Alright, there we go. We good. So, anyways, Code Blue Cam has uploaded a video titled, When Your Shoplifting Plan Ends in Disaster. You shouldn't be shoplifting in the first place. Like, I just think that, people, you gotta stop. Alright, my thing is this. Yeah, it's a struggle, like, trying to find a job. It's a struggle working, all that stuff. My thing is this. If you got that drive to go out and shoplift, then you have that drive to go out and work. I just my thing is like they just showed this story yesterday where it was like these teenagers they robbed this store for like $94 in some, maybe I think they said, I don't know if it was like some rolling papers or I don't know, they took a bunch of different things. I think it was some candy, $94, and it was either some rolling papers or some cigarettes. And I'm like, fam, I don't get when people, I just had it the other day where I was streaming and somebody come talking about, oh, can you cash at me $50? I'm like, people, work, get a job. Like, my thing is this, I'm doing my job right now. I'm like, if I was really struggling that much, I wouldn't even be doing this. So like, bro, it trips me out, man. It trips me out. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video. But yeah, that's my advice to people. Go out, get a job, all right? So
on May 22nd, 2023, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call at Farm and Fleet in Onalaska, Wisconsin. Staff advised there was a male and female in the store threatening to punch employees. While en route, officers received updates that the male was still shouting at employees and they both had placed merchandise into a cart. The 23-year-old male and 32-year-old female were soon recognized as Dakota and Kara, both of whom have a prior history of interactions with law enforcement.
Back up! Back up!
You're under arrest, Kara. You're under arrest.
So yeah, you can't tell no cop to back up. You out there acting wild, and then you think, oh, okay, like, okay, yeah, I'll back up. I'll back up. I'll listen to you. And I'm a police officer. Yeah, that's
I let go when you guys told me to.
No, you didn't.
Bull.
Can you sit up?
The employees stated they were monitoring Dakota and Kara due to suspicions of their involvement in several prior thefts at the store. But before we continue, let's hear from today's sponsor, LAS Concealment. LAS Concealment crafts top-tier holsters for both everyday carriers and avid shooters, featuring precision-formed Kydex gear field-tested by Special Forces. Explore various styles, inside or outside the waistband, to discover your
that's like how much this stuff costs again?
various styles,
Dang.
inside or outside
Well, it
the
does
waistband
look pretty high
to discover
tech, so.
your ideal fit. Add your personal touch with a variety of designing options, pattern, and color, like my Ronin 3.0, featuring a striking carbon fiber front and an elegant thin blue line flag on the back. Explore LAS Concealment, proudly made in the USA for the
There's a friend
finest
of
in the
mine
industry.
where I think he would be interested
Upon
in some
arrival,
stuff
Dakota
like that.
had just exited the store and was seen walking away.
Yeah, there's an issue.
What's that?
Stand in front of my car.
What's the issue?
You threatened two employees?
No, I didn't.
Stop. Get back here. Take your hand out of your pocket. Hands on the car.
What am I doing?
Hands
I'm
on the
on
car.
arrest?
You're detained.
For what?
Hands on the car. You have any weapons on you?
No.
Yeah, you're reaching in your pocket. You got brass knuckles. You're threatening to hit people. You got a grinder in there. Yeah. And you got a
That's
switchblade
crazy.
on you.
Hey, I told you I had freaking that.
Where's the girl you were with?
Why? She didn't do anything.
She's still with you, so I'm gonna.
You leave her alone.
You got anything else on you?
It's
Just
like,
watch,
sir,
let
you
me know
ain't
when
got
she
no
comes
power
out.
You
here.
can go ahead and relax. Okay? But you're going to talk to me. What's going on today?
They were following me around in the store, and I asked them to please stop, and they wouldn't. And then you start making.
I'm like, okay, if you got a prior history of stealing, it's like, my thing is this. If I invite somebody, not even so much as invite, but if there's somebody that I don't trust and they're in my place of business, yeah, I'm going to be looking. I might not be going around following them unless they get into areas where I can't really see them in things and they're near some valuables, but I am going to be looking at them like this, like, fam, I know about you. Don't come in here trying that crap, all right? I'm not in the mood.
And
Not
that's
in the
when
mood.
I freaking was like, dude, if you keep following me around, I feel threatened. I literally said that. I got a video recording of him being a smart ass, and I told him, I said, I'll just start pressing charges. I said, I'm gonna open up the case. Like,
So,
and I told him, I said, quit following me, because he was like literally like closer than me and you are right now.
Okay.
And that's when I told him, I said, dude, if you don't get out of my face, I'm gonna knuckle dust you.
Okay.
And I admit to that.
dust?
So you were upset because you felt like they were following
They
you
were.
because
My that's the type of stuff where it's like, you know, my intrusive thoughts, like I start thinking about that and I'm like, how do you knuckle dust somebody? Like you just grab their hand and then you just like I don't know, you get like a nail filer and then you just dust. They're like, yeah, you just cause like a bunch of dust to come from to see it's stuff like that. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not cut out for things. I'm like, because I've been looking at him like, is that a form of punching or like what like you grab his hand and then you like you dust the knuckles? Like what? I don't get it, bro.
you looked and...
Yes.
Okay.
Like, they were profiling me. Hell hard. This is the second time. And like,
See,
I've done nothing. I've never seen. I know.
That makes sense to me.
I
Okay.
apologize. I have a hard time with authorities because I was raised on the streets.
Okay.
So I apologize.
See, I've never met you before.
Right.
Okay, so we're cool, right? But I still need to get your side of the story, boss. I mean, there's a reason that you threatened to punch someone, right?
Yeah. Like, and I know it wasn't right, and that's why I started to walk out. Because they kept following me, and that's when I feel caged and trapped, I tend to lash out.
Can you see why I take the means that I do when you start walking away? You
Maybe
put
they
your
might
hand in
just
your
write
pocket,
this
you end up
off.
having brass knuckles, a switchblade.
Yeah, I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
Who's the female you're with? She's not in any trouble. I'm just curious. Cara? Do you guys have no contact or something? Or you guys are good? You guys are straight? You're a convicted felon? What are you doing with the knuckle dusters and the switchblade then, man?
I've been jumped at Squirrel Park before, so I keep them in.
It's brass knuckles. I was like, I'm over here thinking, I'm like knuckled. I'm like, okay. Now it's like, now it makes sense to me. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, we still gotta go find her. Yeah, if you want to stay out here with him, he's not really being very cooperative, so I can run inside.
You see why that heightens my concern, though, when your hand goes directly into the pocket that has weapons in it? Okay. I wasn't trying to be a dick about it all, right? I have a reason for
I
it.
appreciate you being understanding.
Yeah.
They said they're gonna watch for her to come out, but she hasn't yet.
Yeah, we can break it down. We can figure this all out. What's your name? Dakota. So, obviously, we got some stuff to figure out, and we'll go from there.
While the one officer stayed with Dakota, the other went to speak with the manager, who led them to Kara's last known location.
So, the girl's wearing a red bandana, white shorts?
White shirt and denim shorts, but bright red high-top shoes.
Bright
Based
red.
off of that
Gotcha.
last video, she probably gonna
She
get
is.
in there and start cutting up. Then the boyfriend gonna see it. Then he gonna start reacting, acting crazy. Then the cops. Then they both getting arrested.
What are you guys doing buying all the air pistols
For my cousin.
for your cousin?
Yeah.
Big airsofter?
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yeah, it's Dakota. Yeah, he's definitely gonna steal something, so.
They were here a couple of weeks ago when we talked to them.
I'm guessing at a minimum you're not going to be allowed back in the store. Okay?
Eventually, he observed Kara start to run towards the automotive exit with 2 full bags of merchandise.
There she is. Going out the door.
326, 23, she's trying to get out the exit door.
Here,
She's
sit in my car.
still with the
Yep, you're
cops?
detained right now. And so I don't have to put you in handcuffs.
Hey, ma'am, how are you? Hey, stop. Stop. She's running.
That's crazy.
Stop. Drop it.
She talking about get your hands off me. You out here stealing.
Drop it.
Oh God,
Turn around.
stop,
Turn around.
stop! Baby! I stopped, please, I
Stop
stopped.
moving.
Please,
Stop.
I stopped.
Stop.
Please, I stopped.
Stop resisting.
I'm like, fam, I can't help you. You're like multiple cops and me. Like you on your own.
Kara, are you good to sit? Are you injured at all?
That's crazy.
Can you bend your legs so we can sit you up? I didn't hear what you said. What? Why'd you run? Can I sit you up in this chair?
It's like, then of course she's gonna try to plead her case out. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, okay, well, what's them bags all about? I don't know. Like, I blacked out, and when I black out, my arms, they kind of like, they do some things where they do this, and then they kind of just, they grab stuff. So that's like how this Xbox controller get in my hand. Like, lady, it's okay. Well, we're gonna do this when we go to jail. Okay, we're gonna do that all the way to jail.
Can I sit you up? I'm gonna sit you up, Kara, okay? You can sit in the chair. I need your help. You gotta get up.
Come on, Kara, don't do this.
Well, can you work with me a little bit?
I like how she was running out of there perfectly fine. Now all of a sudden she's like laid down on the floor. She can't stand, can't do nothing. It's like, ma'am, don't play that game with me.
I want to talk to the car.
Just sit.
Can I talk
Karen,
to the
just
car, please?
He's detained right now, so.
Where is he? Why is
In my car.
Why?
Because you guys were causing issues in the store.
No, he was causing issues too.
Well, they work here. They're allowed to follow you guys through the
I
store.
know that. It's hotter than hell in here. Come on.
Were you trying to steal this stuff?
If I'm honest, can I please just let me go? I can't breathe.
No.
Please. There's nothing in there.
It's like, okay, my thing is this. You admitted to it, so it's like you probably ain't gonna get into like too much trouble. But it's like, if not, then it's like, then fam, like then they gonna have to do an investigation. They're gonna use the resources for something, and so yeah, then that's how you end up going. You might not. My thing is this. You might not get as much time as if you're honest, but like, fam, like my thing is this. Do you think you would have like left up out of here without the cops being here and you still had all these things? You would have. So it's like, if it wouldn't be today, it'll be another day where you get caught.
Just making sure.
There's nothing in there.
Are you allowed to scan stuff right here? Can you figure out how much some stuff is?
Can I have my cup of water, please? Can I have my ice water, please?
It's just like, what do you like? Oh,
You
wow.
can't. Okay. Need a cup of water? Yeah, I'll get you one sec.
I know it's an airsoft, but it's like, it can like at first glance
Where's your
look like an
purse?
actual gun.
Oh.
So it's all like, what do you plan on doing with that?
All right, Kara, because you're detained right now and in handcuffs, I'm going to read you something. Okay? Yep, we'll get to that. All right? Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be
Can we
used
fill it up
against
more?
you in court. Or I'll give you.
It's out. I'm gonna go
No,
get some more.
no, there's only ice.
You want the ice instead of the water?
Are you listening to me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what my rights are. I know what to tell me.
Well, I have to read them to you. Okay? So I'm going to start over. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer. You cannot afford a lawyer, and you decide to start answering. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Are you willing to answer questions at this time? Okay. What do you mean when you say he told me to do it? Did Dakota tell you to steal the stuff? Okay.
Wow.
Is that what you guys came here to do today? Was to steal a bunch of merchandise? You on probation, bond, anything like that right now?
I'm fine. I'm not on probation.
What are you guys stealing the stuff for?
To flip.
For drugs? Cash. So when they called you out on it for stealing stuff, they were right. And then Dakota threatened to punch them?
Who's the employee? Can we have the employee come back here that was threatened?
He only threatened the person because of the way dude was looking at me.
I can send them down here.
Send him down here if you can. Thanks for blocking that door as long as you could. You're all good, man. You can only do so much.
If you want to ask her any more questions, I'll go get your car and bring it out.
Okay.
Well, thanks for coming out.
What's that? You should have ran.
What are they supposed to do?
Stop.
They ran because I got scared. They ran because I got scared. I didn't want him back.
Look, the thing is this, you know, if you know you're not doing anything wrong, you have no reason to run. So that's why I'm like, in a situation where I know people will probably be all like, bro, cop, if they see you and you standing there, no, they gonna go off and all this other stuff. And I'm like, look, cop dude, my thing is this. And I know I shouldn't say, like, manifest it, put that out, you know, and all that stuff. I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying, if I'm stopped off somewhere, minding my own business, sitting down, and people, whatever the situation, if a cop approaches me, and if they being crazy towards me, then I think I'll probably, like, act a little wild back. I'm not going to do nothing to, like, I'll honestly follow through, but I'm, like, going to be yelling at them, like, fam, what you got going on? I'm like, what's the issue? What happened and stuff? You know, but if it's on some stuff where it's like, if I'm running, then it's like, why am I running? What did I do in order to run from the cops? So, that's why I'm like, look, if you know you're not in trouble, don't run from the cops. That's just going to look bad for you. So, anyways.
You don't want Dakota mad at you?
Well, it's just starting. I got caught up there. I'm dealing with him, too.
Were there items in the purse as well?
There's one.
There's one thing in there. There's
How did you and him get here?
a bus.
The bus?
You doing okay back there right now? We got some stuff to deal with Kara, so sit tight.
Why am I getting in the car?
To go to jail?
Why?
For resisting
For resistance.
and theft
I can't
and
go-
your bonds?
I didn't steal. I didn't get out of the store. I'm still in the store.
Where were you headed?
To hell if I don't pray.
I'm like, and that's what I would have asked. I'm like, okay, but let's say if you did. My thing is this. the damage, more damage would have been done if you actually took these products and left. So it's like, yeah, then it's like, okay, my thing is like, she talked about she's trying to flip this stuff for cash. And it's like, okay, you get to that point. You get rid of these things, and now the store, they done lost out on their inventory, so now you're going to get into even more trouble. So I'm saying, it's like, it's stuff like that. It's like, be lucky and thankful that you got caught right then and there, because if it had been on some stuff where they caught you later on, and you done came up here numerous times, then yeah, that's going to be something where it's like, nah, you brought that on yourself, so...
That's not what I meant. Yep, I'll let, if you're cool with me the whole time, I'll let you see him before we go. But you gotta be cool. Don't try to do anything.
It was
I thought it looked like
calculated
for
that
a
the
second, it looked like she had some hot dogs in her purse. I was like, oh no. Like, send that, forget jail, send her to prison. You just walking around with hot dogs in your, nah. I'm like, what are you planning on doing with those hot dogs? I'm like, nope, we forget jail, we send you to prison. We gonna be the judge, the jury, and all that, cause nah, that's wild.
merchandise totaled to $990 before tax.
Part of the job, I guess.
Just turned over to me by Joel. Okay, how much is it? Ooh. I knew it was going to add up real fast. $100 and stuff. Yeah.
Is that the total?
The total is $900.
I don't steal it.
It's like, hey, what you were going to. It's like, man,
People
stop
are out
all
there
that.
Need threatened.
Okay.
If you want to take him, I'll take her. Do you want any water before we go?
No, the ice.
You want the ice? Oh, sorry. How do you want this to work?
Can I just...
I'm just gonna put this
You're
in.
in handcuffs, so you're not coming out of
I
handcuffs.
know that. Get it here.
Who did the male threaten?
Good, hit the spot.
Can you guys run me through what was happening?
I ran into this guy 3 weeks ago, doing the same thing back there.
Yep.
And he went off the handle on me.
Why is she eating the ice like like, what is going on? Nah, I'm like, we gonna add another charge for eating ice like something. No, you just acting weird at this point. That's nah. I'm like, that is some scary stuff, man.
Perfect. I'm gonna go for my spot, I'm gonna search you, and then I'm gonna put you in the back, and we'll head down.
You're definitely harassing me and stuff like that. I said, you need some help. And you're like,
Take care, I'm gonna search on your breast regions, back of my hand, okay? Back of my hand only, on camera right here.
just trying to claw underneath him a little bit more. Then he said, how would you like to put your And I said, that would not be a good move. And then he backed up.
This guy, I don't know who he is, but he knows. The thing is this. I feel like this was the guy that was like roommates in college with Chuck Norris or something. He just seems like the type of person where it's like, I feel that if I were to walk up on him and try to start something out of nowhere, I'd probably like, in a blink of an eye, found myself like laid down on the ground. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, look, that man straight folded you up. Like we tried to stop him, but he drives a pickup truck, of course, but it was like he got his truck and he drove off. We don't know what happened to him. I'm like, my arm's like twisted like this. I'm like, bro, how'd my arm get like that? I'm like, nah, wait a second, hold on. Who is this guy? They're like, you ain't know who? Yeah, that was Chuck Norris's best friend in college.
Went away, and then it escalated again in like 10 minutes with Mitchell on the middle of the floor.
I noticed her over in my department, and I could tell she was kind of sketchy. So I kind of followed her for a little ways back into sporting goods. At one point, yeah, I was waiting at the end of an aisle. He came walking down the aisle. I just asked him if there was anything I could help him with.
Where'd you get the shoes, Kara?
I got it. Bought these off a friend.
Okay. They just look awful new.
Told me, like, no, it'd be a lot better if you weren't following me.
Go ahead.
Threatened to sue harassment or whatever, press harassment charges on me.
We'll just go sit in the back, okay? Yep, I told you we would. Yep, you're gonna go in the car, and we'll drive up to him.
But then I followed him over back to my department over in Hardlines here, and I called another bigger guy to be over there in the department with me in case anything happened. He saw me again and followed me into one of the aisles, threatening to knock me out.
Button first, then. Do you want the window down as we drive? Okay.
If I kept following him, and I just tried to walk away, didn't look back at him, just kept walking. And I tried to keep my distance after that. Kind of tried to stay a little bit more out of sight while keeping an eye on the
Caused either of you guys to fear for your safety?
No, not me. I know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Come after me if I had not had my other friend there.
Okay. Either of you guys want to pursue charges?
Just to make sure they can't come back here. I mean, if it would have went fisticuffs, that's a different thing.
She was moving pretty quick. She had about a 40-yard head start on me.
He may have our sunglasses on. I'm not sure.
If you want.
Those are his Oakleys.
If you want to go through, try and figure that out, if you can find it on camera. We're going to be here for a minute, so.
Those are his Oakleys, they're not yours.
I'm just having my radio went through.
I got your light for your shoulder.
Oh, sorry, I took a digger while I accidentally gave her an assist down to the ground.
Dang.
Tell him once he's in cuffs, he can talk to her. I'll pull up then to the side. Once he gets in handcuffs, we'll let you talk to him.
I'm honest because I know they are like they gonna want them to say they fine. I just drove off. I'm like, no, you ain't saying nothing. Like you ain't here trying to ruin other people's business. I'm like, no. I'm like, so therefore I'm gonna ruin your business today. How do you like it? Yeah, you don't like when people where it's all like they're not being honest with you. They tell you one thing and then they go out, or you tell them one thing, they go out and do another. They ruining your day. How do you think these people feel? They try to work to have their stuff going on. You come through trying to steal. Like, nah, bro.
He had a bunch of weapons on him, so he goes. Well, he can't have it as a convicted felon.
All right, step out of the car. Right now, you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed weapon. We're gonna get in touch with probation, and Kira's under arrest for felony retail theft. So it sounds like you guys know what you guys were coming here to do.
If you didn't steal anything, he didn't steal anything. Who stole something?
I stole something, he didn't.
Okay, yeah, we'll charge you both.
Why? You didn't steal it.
So.
He doesn't have anything and he stole it merch on his own.
But did she just say that he had took like, or that's what he, like she put overall earlier had put the blame on him, and now she's trying to like counter it back at things. I'm like, ma'am, why was you, if my thing is this, if he wasn't stealing anything, he wouldn't even have been here, all right? So, yeah, that's on some stuff. And my thing is this. I'm like, yeah, I know there could probably be a situation where you're out hanging out with somebody and they get caught up stealing something. Then it's like, okay, I don't know what they got going on, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. You can check me. Fam, I was stripped down here butt naked if I need to, so you guys can search me, do whatever. But I'm all like, look, I ain't come up here to steal. I have money. I'll show you guys my bank account right now. They're like, watch it. Like, okay, well, I'm like, Spotify just took out like $10, $12. But I'm like, okay, besides that, all right, yeah. I'm like, I ain't got no reason. My thing is this. If I ain't got the money to buy something, I'm not going to be at that store. So that's why y'all would not see me in no Balenciaga store, no good. I won't go in there because I just don't like their stuff. But I'm like, yeah, you'll catch me in the Foot Locker buying a product, not stealing, all right? So anyways.
Okay, I will talk to the other officer about it. I agree with you, so. Josh, you good if she says something before I take her down?
I'll get that window rolled down.
Kara, you good? We'll meet him down at the jail.
I love you, baby.
No, fight on.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I love you.
I got out with it.
Thank you for letting me talk to her.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, man, when you're cool with me, I'm going to be cool with you.
While en route to the jail, Kara allegedly passed out and was subsequently transported to the hospital by ambulance.
What's that? Do you feel sick? Feel like you're going to faint? If you need medical attention, let me know. 326, she's claiming she just passed out in the back of my squad. If you want to send medical, tri-state. Kara? Hey,
Oh, wow.
sit up. Kara, can you sit up? Kara, sit up.
Oh, fuck, what
Sit up.
That's crazy.
happened?
Are you okay? You can't just be bending over. Can you lean out the door a little bit at least? Kara, do you want to get out?
Wow.
Yeah. Wife.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people, I'm like, instead of they're trying to steal, it looked like they were stealing weapons and stuff. I'm like, look, my thing is this. You guys shouldn't steal at all. But it's like, get something that's going to, like, help you. You know, some water, food. It's like, overall, it's like, I assume, like, that's why they were trying to maybe trying to sell that stuff for the cash. Maybe to get themselves some food. But, yeah, it's like, fam, it's like, you should be worried about, like, bettering your life rather than making your life worse. Like, that's on some stuff where I'm like, nah. After this, I'm like, you need to go to a rehab center or a place of some sorts that can help you. But, yeah, that's stealing and all that. That's like, and the guy, that Dakota guy, I'm like, break up with him. I'm like, because y'all just going to lead each other into a world of destruction. So it's like, break up with him. Focus on yourself. I will help you go out and find a job. But it's like, fam, it's like, you gotta like put in that work and like, do you really want this job or do you want to go back to that life of like stealing? I'm saying, like, and look where this done led you. So yeah, it's like, it's on something where it's like, fam, like, you very well could have a better life. You just gotta work towards that stuff, you know? So
What happened? Do you pass out easily? Do you pass out a lot?
I've never done that before.
Never done that before. Did you use it all today? When did you use?
They have first responders coming to check her out. I guess she passed out, but she should be fine. You guys didn't use anything today, did you?
No.
You guys didn't use meth, heroin, or fentanyl at all?
No.
Okay. I'm not asking to charge you with it. The only reason I'm asking is because if I can tell those guys that it might be an overdose, we could help her more. But if you're saying it's not an overdose, then...
She thinks she's overdosing. She said she used both heroin and meth. She was good until we put her in the squad.
Seems to be a kind of a new trend with law enforcement. What's up with people ODing back in the squad?
I know.
Probably because it's just all. If I had like an answer to say, it's like you have like all that stress of like getting arrested, going to jail, going through all that stuff, and not being like. Because my thing is this. It's like I don't do no crazy, nothing. I don't do no forms of drugs, but it's like it's like that negative excitement, I guess I could call it, but it's like it gets your anxiety all raised up and things, and then it's like it's something where I'm like, I can't say that I can relate to this situation, but it's like I do remember a time back when I was in middle school and I didn't eat, there was like one day I remember I didn't eat because they was like, they really didn't have they had like some cold sandwiches for breakfast and things. I'm like, but I ain't eat no cold sandwich. So went through pretty much like a good majority of the day without eating, and then was gonna wait until lunch to eat, and I was like, I ain't getting no snacks, I ain't getting nothing. And then I remember I did the pacer test, so it's like you got all that stuff like just rising in your system. I blacked out. I straight blacked out. I guess according to teachers and friends, they said I had walked into a door twice and then was like just wide-eyed and stuff. So yeah, it's like the thing is this, and that's overall I guess to like put it in this situation when you're doing things that's gonna like rile yourself up and things, it's gonna have a negative effect. So it's like that's why I'm like, maybe if I could go back in time, I probably would have like bought me some snacks from the vending machine or something, or just have one of them cold sandwiches. But now I'm like, my thing is this, nowadays if I'm hungry, bro, I will eat, whether it's a snack on standby or if I'm at my home, I'm eating something. But it's just it's one of those things where it's all like, better yourself in life. Don't make life worse. All right. So anyways,
she had no issue running through Farm and Fleet. Don't fall. Get on the cot. Stand up, Kara. Come on. Back up. Look at that.
Kara, move up.
Okay, I got the keys done. Nope.
I'm surprised you don't know my name.
Once Officer Zumak said it, I remembered it. I've dealt with Kara before, but only one other time. I've never met you before, though.
Oh, me and Kara are Code Blue Camp famous.
Yeah, you guys are. I will admit, I did see it.
5 million views.
Here's the thing I'll tell you, man. At least with me, doesn't matter what you've done on Code Blue Cam, YouTube, whatever. As long as you're cool with me, I'm gonna be cool with you. Just to let you know, I know you had that.
This channel really. I saw it. My thing is like cops behind this channel, or is it just some like random people? Because I always assume there was some random people. But if it's some cops, that's crazy. That's crazy that they get recognized. Nah, man, that's wild.
That grinder on you, I'm not charging you with that.
Thank you.
Okay, because of how cool you were with me, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna destroy it. You don't have to worry about catching that charge.
Okay.
That trick make it a little better on that wrist?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and just step in front of the car door here. Go ahead and take a seat right there.
Alright, so clearly y'all already...
I know you're mad at him.
I know, listen, but you already got the report, so don't...
And they're like, on the next video of Code Blue Cam, it's gonna be this situation over here.
I have every reason to be...
Stop giving her attitude. We'll take you straight back.
See how much further we can
Seizures,
get
yes,
stuff done.
that's it.
Like that the whole way.
During a search by the jailers, Dakota admitted to having meth stuffed up his body. Subsequently, he was taken to the hospital so the meth could be removed from his body.
Oh, that's crazy.
Come on, Kara. Let's go. Come on. What's that?
I'm talking to Kara. Good to see you.
Yep, sit down. Sit. This was related to Dakota that was just in here. So watch, underwear, bra, butt, and all the above.
Here, you already know what the process is, and you also know you have to be searched twice, and you have to be put through the scanner. I understand that, but we also have to wait and do our process.
Please don't put me on myself, come on.
been like this for the last 5 hours.
5 hours?
Yeah, you need to calm down first of all.
No, I'm gonna put your pants on the
Okay,
floor.
but we have to get through this stuff first. You
There
already
you go with that guy. I gotta go to the bathroom stuff. I'm like, man, that's just like a go-to thing. No, like I can remember when like me and my sister when we were younger. That's why I don't, when they tell me some stuff like that, like if I just, when I hear it, when people, and they say some things like that, like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. But no, like, I remember when me and my sister, when we be like playing around, and I managed to like muscle my sister out, have her in like, I don't know, full Nelson ankle lock, something. I was a wrestling kid growing up. But anyways, like, no, I'll have my sister in like some hold, and then she'll be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, you go ahead and go. And then she'll try to do like some last minute hit and take off running. I'm like, fam, you gotta understand I'm faster than you. You're not, no, it's a race that you're not gonna win. I'm like, I'm gonna get you right back down on this ground, and I'm gonna put you in a freaking, what was Bret Hart's move? The sharpshooter. I'm like, don't play with me. I'm like, it's the sharpshooter or the walls of Jericho. You choose, okay? So, but yeah, it's just when I hear people when they say things, I just think of my childhood. I'm like, they don't have to go to the bed. They just only saying that just to say that.
Control this shit. Come on. Come on.
You don't have anything inside that you are
Pee, dude.
jumping up and down.
He's like, disinfect the nose.
Dakota was charged with misdemeanor counts of carrying a concealed weapon and carrying a concealed knife. Kara was charged with felony counts of retail theft, intentionally conceal, party to a crime, bail jumping, and misdemeanor resisting obstructing an officer. All charges are repeaters. It was also discovered she was out on 2 felony bonds at the time of the theft. Dakota and Kara were eventually released on a $1,000 and $500 signature bond. Additionally, both were trespassed from Farm and Fleet, and the 2 employees who were threatened by Dakota opted not to pursue charges. Since this incident, Kara has been arrested 3 more times for retail theft, fraudulent use of a credit card, and bail jumping.
Wow.
Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
That's that type of stuff where it's like she needs some sort of, like, that video was crazy. She needs some sort of guidance though. Like, that's something where I just, and that they said she was like 32 years old. I'm like, fam, you would think at that age you wouldn't have to, like, you don't need guidance, but nah, it's like she needs some sort of like guidance. She needs something to like help her, get through life, cause it's just whatever she got going on or whoever she's listening to, I'm like, yeah, it's just putting her into a world of destruction. So yeah, she needs to definitely work on some things. But anyways, yeah, that was a pretty crazy video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Code Blue Cam for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too. Talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.